Before I was dancing under the lights, I was running 100 miles the size of the dog's fight. As I'm blasting off in this mic, I'm living strife in this life. It's the size of the dog's fight. Fight, you can't stop me, I can't stop me. The hell you got me? No. As I'm battling up in this life, it's not the size of the dog, but the size in the dog's fight.
So this morning I was just talking to one of my close friends, and he asked me a question that not only was a great question, and it might not sound great to you, but moving and going so much that I don't ask myself that question. So I said, man, I appreciate you asking me this question. And he said, yo, how are you doing generally? And I thought to myself, man, honestly, it's just this close to beating myself up in all areas of my life. Family, I'm thinking about for-profit business, non-profit, this YouTube, stuff that I have responsibilities for, people that I said I would do things for and out of helping them out and everything. I just feel like I can easily beat myself up in all areas of my life, all at once. And the thing is, I know it is not a good idea to do that. I know that it's not productive. It actually messes up all my fuel to be able to move forward. And I want to stay away from things that will hinder my performance. But I am this close to beating myself up in all areas of my life, and I know that's dangerous. I don't even want to toy with the thoughts. Those thoughts that I can use to beat myself up, they're not false. They have truth to them. But the thing is, I don't want to dwell on that perspective of the truth. There's another perspective that I can use to actually energize me and push me. But it's really easy to dwell on that perspective and have it beat me up, and it puts me in a place where I'm not productive. And that's the last thing I want to do. Why am I saying this? I'm just thinking, like, I know everybody here probably has a bunch of things that they're beating themselves up for. But the same way you can beat yourself up, you actually can lift yourself up too. You actually can speak a perspective to yourself that can let you rise up within a situation rather than knocking yourself down, because which one is going to be more productive to get to where you want to go? So I had to tell myself, Jag, what's the productive way of thinking? What's the perspective that will add to your situation, that will give more value versus taking away? So the good thing was I made sure I told my friend, like, hey man, this is what I'm thinking. Kind of keep me accountable for that. I'm not just gonna keep it within myself, because that's another thing. You can hold all these things within yourself and like, yeah, I just deal with it with myself. And that's where it gets even more dangerous. You start isolating yourself. And Jag, you cannot do that. So I told him, he was like, I hear you, man. Let's link up, let's talk, because I'm going through that too. So he mentioned he's going through that too. We can discuss ideas. How do you get out of that state of mind? And we can bounce ideas off of each other, because it's about keeping that energy going and not allowing things to hinder what you're trying to do, because it is not going to stop. There's always going to be things that are going to be thrown at us to mess us up. And the last thing I need to do is allow myself to beat myself up. I got enough punches coming from the world. I don't need to throw punches at myself.